Hello and welcome to another classic car buyer video review. Today we have a 2005 Sebring kit car. It's not an exact replica, but it's Sebring's take on an Austin Healey 3000. The original Austin Healey 3000 is a British sports car which was built from 1959 through to 1967. It is the best known of the big Healey models, and during its product life the car transitioned from an open sports car to a sports convertible. During 1963, the Austin Healey had become so popular overseas that 91.5% of all Austin Healey 3000 cars were exported, mostly to North America. It was a hugely successful car and won many European rallies in its heyday, and is still raced today in classic car competitions run by enthusiasts. Under the bonnet, this Sebring has a 2.9 litre Ford Cologne V6 engine. This engine has the same basic design as the 2.8 litre model, but with a few subtle differences. The camshaft isn't gear driven in this model, it's chain driven, so it rotates in the same direction as the crankshaft. The cylinder head has a more conventional 3-port exhaust manifold, and the arrangement of the exhaust valves is different, getting rid of the hot spot which existed on the 2.8 litre model. The interior of this Sebring kit car looks much more modern than an original Austin Healey. Although Sebring has incorporated classic looking dials and a wooden dashboard to try and imitate a classic look, but it's a completely different look compared to the interior of an original Austin Healey 3000. The layout of the dashboard is different, and of course you don't have the CD player and heating controls in the original Austin Healey 3000 either. But with that said, as far as kit cars go, the interior is nice and clean, and it does have a classic feel to it as well. The more modern features will likely appeal to some enthusiasts too. The cabin is fairly spacious and there's plenty of legroom for the driver and the passenger. There are no rear seats in this car, it's a 2-seater. However, the original Austin Healey 3000 did have a child transporting 2+2 option as well, with 2 rear seats. Although, even for a child, it looks like they would have very little space and certainly wouldn't be very comfortable. This Sebring drives fairly well. It's quite rigid and has a small cockpit, but it's nothing out of the ordinary for a kit car. It's still a comfortable drive. The exhaust is very loud when you accelerate hard, which is a bonus for those who appreciate being able to hear the power of the vehicle. This particular Sebring is an automatic, which is nice, and probably more suited to a relaxed drive rather than having fun down windy country roads. The fuel injected engine is fairly modern so it should be fairly reliable, and if you do have any issues, parts are readily available. The biggest issue with driving this car is the heavy steering. There's no power steering, and that alongside with the wide tyres makes the steering feel even heavier. It's a great car, it's fun to drive, it has a great note and power that is guaranteed to put a smile on anyone's face. Overall, this Sebring is a great little car. It has a nice classic looking design and feel while incorporating modern parts for better reliability. Obviously, with modern cars, it's easier to obtain the parts you need if anything goes wrong. If you're looking at a classic car from 60 years ago, the parts are much harder to come by than they are with a kit car or replica car, which has more modern parts. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe to our channel to make sure that you don't miss any of our upcoming classic car video reviews.